Hola, hello, welcome, welcome. Yes, my Virgo friends, Earth sign Taurus we just read, and now you're the next, and then we'll close with Capricorn for our March 2017 reading. And I just want to add that literally this card for March via the Angel Tarot cards is the Major Arcana 21, the World card. It opened up for Pisces, um, and we were going into that powerful, which we still are. We can harness this powerful energies for this solar eclipse in Pisces, and now it came out for Earth sign Taurus. Okay, Archangel Michael saying, "A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment." And that's sort of what we've been kind of talking about a lot now, gaining that discipline and the concentration that you need to kind of end up here. This is what the tarot it revolves around. It revolves around that wheel of fortune, up and down that circle on that axis that can reveal things to us. And when we know we're going into season of darkness or into season of sunlight, same with the moon cycles. It's all about timing and just going with the flow. But this same card has come out twice, so we're going to put it back in the deck, okay? So I find that interesting that it's come out for the water signs and now the earth signs, the world card, the globe, our planet. And then this chariot card seemed to just kind of arrive. And it's about balancing, the light of the unicorn, wisdom, white light, bright light, and then just recognize that the darkness will always be, but we can balance that all, and we can, together overwhelm them. No doubt about it. We can overwhelm them. And then we had the star card come via the because we're doing an earth reading cycle, so for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And so I wanted to work with the fairy realm, and this beautiful star card came through, Major Arcana, and that is about having that hope and inspiration and guiding insight, that you have the intuition because you believe in your guides, you believe in the guidance of the supernatural, and you believe in when you put wishes out there that, you know, through faith and hope, they will be answered, okay, by the cosmos, the cosmic realm. So have patience, patience. Be your own person. Only you can make those wishes. I mean, we can enjoy with you and join you in your wishes and pray with you, but you're the only one that really can make them come true. Okay? All right. So let me just start this reading, but I did want to entertain this for the Virgo that Minerva, the goddess Minerva, I'm working with this goddess deck here, and this is goddess Minerva. She's an ancient Roman goddess of war, sort of like Athena, but she's come through twice. And then here's the high priestess. She's also come through uh, through different other deck here. And then this month of this March, this Pisces water with this April Aries fire, okay? So we have the flow and the fire, the water and the fire, even though water can put out fire. So you see sort of a very alchemical month. So let's just continue, but just know that the goddesses themselves that represent this time in the northern hemisphere, especially where we're at approaching our springtime now, uh, we are aligning with the moon, Luna, goddess, and even Minerva, and Artemis has come through twice, which is also known as Diana. So it is truly wonderful that we can harness them. Okay, I'm gonna put, okay, We're going to put them back. The Chariot, Major Arcana number 7, which is again another way where they're saying stay determined, balance, balance whatever comes your way, good, bad, or the ugly. Faith is an energy of your heart. Make room for it, okay? We're going to keep this for a while around because we're really, so many of us now, especially when you want to exit the spiritual closet there. Okay, this card totally wanted to come through. It's like, okay. So this card, oh my goodness. Well, for Taurus, I somehow got caught up in their reading because I knew it would be powerful, and I gave them more than a 9-card reading, but this is how it's happening. Everybody's been getting bonus cards, and everything's been about lovey-dovey stuff, no doubt about it. Soulmate, where you're supposed to meet people from your past, whether it's from the past of this era or even 1,000 years ago, Egypt time, whatever. But then you're also supposed to align with the twin flame, which is that one that you share that soul connection forever. So it's amazing. And we should just call ourselves like soul friends instead of soulmates, because the soulmate, you right away think about romance, but no, it's just more that many of us are going to know, hey, I know you, or I feel right around you, or that kind of soul to soul friendship. That's going to be genuinely coming through. But with that twin flame connection as well, which is romantic love and where you make more babies. 7 of water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. Okay, well, we've heard this word already a few times for the month of March. Procrastination, procrastinating. Okay, so, my darlings, it's never good to, kind of just sit on the couch, okay? But I do believe in timing, and I do believe that sometimes we wait for perfect timing. However, this is sevens are a spiritual number, and it's coming from the heart, the cups, the water, the emotional sign. So this can mean about spiritual love, okay, spiritual love, and just saying, I'm going to give it up to spirit. I'm going to give it up to the universe, and I want to get out of this closet of my ego where it's real dark, okay, but I want to look up to the sun and get outdoors and walk barefoot on the ground of our nature, Mother Nature, and I want to see what happens. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, well, we went there, didn't we? Okay. Okay, but I think that's what's really happening. Okay. And actually, I found the sign, and I brought it out for all the zodiac signs. And it's like that's what the universe wants us to say, wake up with, every day, not from our ego, but from our soul to the universe. Say, thank God I'm fabulous, It's like, thank you, God, for making me fabulous. Okay. And do it with a smile on your face, okay? Because truly, I think the more we have kind of a relaxed humor about our lives and how, what truly does happen, how we get where we never imagined we'd be, and then where some of us are so focused, we know exactly where we're going, but then what went sideways, wasn't up to you, right? So we just got to go with the flow. But I think that this is the year where genuinely soul friends, for business, for even, female friends to female friends, guy friends to guy friends, where you just genuinely like each other's company. You relate, even if you like the same football teams or whatever. But genuinely something is here. Oh, look at this card. Just popped out. Okay, so another bonus card. Oh boy, look at this. The Ace of Swords from the fairies. How beautiful. Oh no, the Four of Swords. Hold on. I just saw this huge sword. I didn't see the number, but there it is. So it's like, take a rest sometimes too, people, okay? You know, sometimes our mind is all going, you know, loco caboclo. And we just sometimes got to chill out and, you know, take a break and let the let the fairies do it. Handle it. Sprinkle their fairy dust on it. Give us good vibrations. Okay, well that just popped out. Okay, so the cards are just sort of coming through. That's okay. We like it when it's organic and natural, especially with the earth element sign. Here, here's the next card. Okay. All right. Let's just take an exhale out. Okay, I like that this card just kind of popped out. I like that. Okay. Exhale strong like a fire-breathing dragon. Tummy tight. Okay. All right. You can relax. And faith is an energy of the heart. Make room for it. We're gonna kind of whisper that into your ears. And I have these last two decks. One coming from the Dragon Fae, the fairy who work with the dragons. And I like this deck by Lucy Cavendish. And then we're also going to be bringing out a goddess card. And then I have this crystals, the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. And we'll just pull a couple from them. Okay, so we're going to talk to Mother Earth with the crystals. Welcome, energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Through each phase of sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. Let the reading begin. Okay? I think it harmonizes nice with what we're trying to do. Okay? Alrighty, so we'll stand there with Mother Mary. I'll put it right here. And then we'll make sure. Let me just put Minerva back in here, and the High Priestess. And we'll do a quick shuffle, and then at the end, we'll pick a final card from the goddesses. Okay. All right. Okay. So they're already suggesting, you know, that whatever you're concentrating on or imagining in your mind, you know, work with the spirit realm and definitely hear the messages, okay? And it's good, you got to do that meditative moment, that resting time, whether you take a nap or you just asking for guidance, you know, and always keep that journal handy in case you do hear something out loud or you see something you want to, a phrase, you jot it down. Look at this, how beautiful. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. There it is. Nurture yourself and others. Okay, my Virgo friends. And my Virgo friends, you have on March 12th a full moon in your honor. So look at this. You can bring home the Empress that night with you. Definitely pray to her. Encourage her to bring you this abundance of creativity and motherhood. See, she's holding a little baby there. She's the madame of all the madames. She is the Venus. Venus, Venus, Venus. And Venus power just came through for Taurus, your other earth sign. So Venus came through for Taurus, and now Venus comes out through for you, Virgo. And you do have this full moon coming here next week. So embrace that. think it's next Sunday, is it? But anyways, yeah, it's next week. So you can start prepping for it and, let go of, whatever might be here. You're making that releasing decision. It's going to be the end. Hasta la vista. This is 2017 is my whole new out of the closet deal for whatever it is. I'm going to be the real me, the true me, because I'm going to intuitively know I'm doing the right thing for me, my friends, my family, my loved ones, and my future. My future. Seven of air. Plans that need revision. More going on that meets the eye. Poor timing. And we were just saying about timing. Timing is everything, really, my darling. So we don't want to be hasty. We don't want our minds in the sky, in the clouds, like they say. So please take that time to meditate. Take that time to go within. Whether you can do it outside, you can go outside in your backyard and get a lounge chair or wherever, your balcony. But if you can get some fresh air at the same time and just chill out and really explore what you need to do for your future. Because now there's no going back. That's one thing when you focus and have that outcome about your future, that your action is going to be um, about spirituality guidance, seeking guidance through the higher realms, via everything, your body, your mind, your soul, your future outcome, what that will be. It's like you can't turn back from that. It'll be hard to, shut it down. So just know that we want to make certain that we're going through spiritual victory. We're going towards spiritual victory. Don't question the spirit realm. And look, that the Empress has come through. She's going to lavish you, in her home because you are really one of her, children she adores. One of her people from her kingdom she's grateful for. She loves her people, she really is. That's why she's blessed, and that's why she's honored and respected, and she's beautiful. And look, we've already had this for the March 20. Same card, same deck, same card with the Nine of Cups fulfillment. And that's beautiful. Okay. And so you see, we do have some sort of now ending here because nines are about completions. Okay. So make up your mind, give it up to the spirit realm, meditate on it, write it in your journals. But now it's time to, you can't go backwards anymore. Once you say, I will, I'm going to, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to say hello to my children, my husband, my wife, and spirit. Okay. And you're going to, that's how we're going to do it, because really it is a sort of it is karmic what happens to us. And some of us, yeah, is not fair. Why the beautiful ones, John Lennon taken from us. I, I'm sorry, I too can't wrap my brain around things like that. But that's when you have to say, it's the balance. Okay, look, this card just kind of, I knocked it off, so we have another bonus card. But still, when we do align with spirit, they want this enjoyment, this freedom loving. Okay, and this is all coming from, our heart, our love chakra, the corazon, where, you can't deny that. Nobody, for any of you who've ever felt something from your heart, how much love you had for that, person, baby, puppy, dog, 18-year-old dog that's about to pass. It does affect you in your heart zone. So, but don't let that because you're going through something like a divorce, if it's really deep, because this is c'est la vie. This is endings. This is I want to transform to transcendence, number 10. to the enlightenment world. Okay, so this is totally, and this is perfect timing. We have the 12th zodiac sign of Pisces, the water, emotions, exiting, and now we're going into Aries, first sign zodiac. It's about being that emperor now for all of us. Let go of, of whatever psychically you were feeling and what wasn't beautiful. Now you exit and flow and move on to the Aries guidance of an emperor and take charge of your lives. Okay? Because look at this. Once you do, fulfillment, and it'll take time. Okay? It'll take time, it'll take healing, but that's okay, right? We got time. We got healing. We can always heal every day ourselves and help others. So that's wonderful. And see, look, there is a crisis for some of you. Okay? And this doesn't mean, your house is going to burn down. This means that emotionally, you're going to focus on the content we've been talking about here, which is embracing a spiritual awareness that there is a higher force that you can connect to and you can pray with, call them angels, call them whatever, whatever you feel comfortable with. So, but don't, and that's why we seek guidance and we ask for guidance, especially from the angels, and we ask and seek guidance because we want to have that purpose coming from them because they can foresee things. I mean, they already know our birth codes and they already know what's going to happen to us. They just know things. But yes, we got to pay attention. The Tower card, definitely. It's like you sort of have to wake up now because we can't deny that, hey, I can't change. Yeah, you can, And the Tower card is also about uh, Mars energy. Very, erotic, male aggressive. So please, we're trying to, take action in what we need to do. We totally action like the emperor, action like the empress. But we don't want erratic, aggressive, defensive, active, male active stuff going here. Okay? We're just trying to be, and I know it's, can't just call it a planet of peace, but I believe we can be a peaceful planet. So let's just see what it says. But this is an important card to take to heart because, especially my Virgo friends, because usually, we're the maidens, and we're kind of like still young at heart. We're innocent, and we're just learning the ropes. But for some of young people as well, just being raised in foster homes and all they know is chaos and crisis. We're here to help heal those the most. So this is never anything to look in disdain. This is more like this is time to heal. Okay, just like with all, we know very well in Florida the hurricanes. I know it's crazy to say it, but with everything there's a cleansing with all chaos. So it's Mother Nature's way. Volcanoes, hurricanes, tsunamis. You know what I'm talking about. And strength. See, look at that. They want us just keep the strength. Have that strength. Believe in you. Okay, Virgo. And you see this strength, and here's this old crone, and you have like someone standing behind the tree watching and observing how she's spinning the wheel. And this is like a metaphor of the future to come, that expansion, that growth, but someone's watching in the background. But it's about that strength though. And Virgo, sometimes, we're ruled by the Mercury, so planet Mercury. And that's about communication as well. And sometimes, how it goes, direct and all this kind of jazz. But mainly what I'm getting out of this old crone here is that you kind of have to do things within, go within. She's the only one that can spin that wheel. She's the only, even though others might want to follow the wisdom here, get the secrets, just know they're following you, okay? So believe in your strength, believe in your powers, believe, believe, believe. But just also believe that, always look over your shoulder because they're here. They're here. Look at this big crow right here. Oh my goodness. That's kind of strange. We've had them come again. I don't see them very often in the backyard. Okay, so now we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Spears. Okay, and we just had this card come out, not from this deck, but from another deck, and the meaning is like swiftly. Things are moving swiftly now, fast movement, power, success movement. And everything is going up, looking up, and you're just going to be able to fly it high. And you got a team with you, you got people behind you backing you up. You're on your journey for sure. There's no looking back. It's movement forward, and it will start flying pretty quickly. And look, you have the Empress power. I'm still adoring that she's come through, and how this kind of Four of Swords, Four of Rest came out as well, highlighting that that's when you can hear the messages. Yes. And the beautiful Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of God, to tell Mother Mary that she would be having baby Jesus. It's just, caliente. Just beautiful. Okay, so now twice, now we've back to back, we're receiving this message, and I'll pick up all the cards here in a moment. How things are moving fast. Okay, and this is the card that jumped out. Selenite, Two of Wands. How sweet. Okay, the Two of Clubs. So there is a pairing here, a coupling. Okay, a Two of Clubs. That's like people coming together, discussing ideas, and that's a selenite right there, and that's selenite. So let's read about selenite. Okay, that's a quartz crystal. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these, and then I'll pick one more from the crystal cards. Okay, and the Dragon Fae. Yes, the Fae realm wanted to speak today. Okay, and this card just kind of flipped, but I'll pick one more. How about that? Okay, because the Empress is here, and that's the card right there. Okay, well, let's see what they have to say. So let's see what the crystals are speaking, and then we'll read about them and their meaning. Tiger's Eye, 10 of Coins. Okay, well, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Resources, that happy family. Everybody's together under the same roof, enjoying their beautiful home and their beautiful hard work, and the family loves each other. Tiger's Eye. That's a wonderful stone, too. They have a lot of that in Mexico. It's real nice. I like it. Ace of Wands. Fire Opal. Okay, well, here we go. That fire, passion, energy card has come through again with the Ace of Wands. That's wonderful. That's great. And aces, those beginnings, new beginnings, a desire for those new beginnings, and it's like you're just going to have everything's going to start happening. New ideas going to start coming to your mind. Yeah, just projects and desiring for that spiritual connection. What we were just saying, that finally you're going to say, I'm going to take this time of day. I am going to figure it out. I am going to try to, take some time to analyze. Actually, your mantra is, I analyze, Virgo. Fire opal. So we got to read about that one from this author, about her gems. Anya and the Guardian, born innocent. Okay, well look, she's holding a couple of crystals in her hands right there that are glowing. We got Luna in the background. Very nice. Let's go to this card right now. Number 12. I don't think I'm familiar with this card too much, but she's got a guardian, and she's on the soil. She's got some mushrooms behind her. She's got the moon behind her. Anya speaks. Here I stand, offering to you the protection and safety of my guardian being, wanting you to know how very protected you truly are. Never need you fear again those you have done you harm. This is over, and never again will disrespect and tyranny blight your path and light. Note that from this moment on I stand with you as does the magnificent Moon Dragon Fey Guardian, and together we say, you may live as you wish, you may love as you wish, you may worship as you wish. No longer will others who feel they know best have their way with you in spirit, in your heart, in your body, in your eternal soul. You are a radiant being of moonlit power, and the goddess, our mother, is overjoyed at your brilliance, your wit, your beauty, your freedom. I repeat, you are safe, you are protected, you are divine, all else is a lie. Okay, and the divinatory meaning, I had to read part of that because I've never read about this. I mean, at least I've never written in it here. I don't recall, but here's the divinatory meaning. Your sexual expression may be feeling restricted, or you may have been criticized for being in command of your own sexual destiny. There is a feeling about you that you should be more hidden, less conspicuous, and less daring in your expression of freedom. Older men may wish you to behave in less overt ways and wish you to settle down and be good. If you are a man, you may be experiencing the joys of loving a free woman and have your masculinity questioned at times because you do not control her. You may have suffered sexual pain in the past and even have been oppressed. This card signifies your absolute right to your own freedom and selfhood. Do not yield it. Okay, well, that was kind of deep, wasn't it? Woohoo. Okay, yes. Oh, my Lord, okay. I don't want to get too deep into it but, yes, never let people disrespect you, my friends. You know what I mean? The Empress wouldn't. The Emperor wouldn't. So, and that's, think like that. Empress Venus. 3 is about that creative flow. And don't give up on you. Okay. Don't give up on you. Right, I'm going to turn my head because I know the images of this deck, and I don't want to see an image, and I just pull it because I like that. Okay, who is this one? Okay, I'm not too familiar. Demeter! I'm telling you. Okay. So Demeter is here now. Demeter is an ancient Greek great mother goddess, a goddess of life and death. The Greeks emphasized her role as goddess of the cultivated earth, the giver of fruitfulness and abundance, and provider of the gift of agriculture. She and her daughter Persephone, called by the Greeks the goddesses, together represent the continuous cycle of life and death, the 2 phases of the vegetative power of the earth. Demeter is remembered primarily for her great love for her daughter when Persephone was abducted by Hades. Demeter's grief caused the whole earth to go barren. Here we see Demeter ready to give birth to produce life. Demeter offers a blessing of fruitfulness and possibility, of coming joy, of abundant life, and of hope. Okay, well, we'll take that, right? I believe we have to say that kind of aligns with this lovely Empress here. So, wow, beautiful. And let's go to this 2 of Wands. I'm curious to see what selenite stands. And here we have it, selenite. I know it's a very positive, like you can charge many crystals with selenite. Through selenite, our conscious mind experiences a clear, pure vibration. The activity of the brain is stimulated by it. This precious this The activity of the brain is stimulated by it. This precious stone brings light into our thoughts, resulting in more clarity and insight. And the tarot interpretation, discussion, maturity, dominion, clarification of a situation, and sadness. Okay, so just if you have any doubts or problems, my friends, you know, just know that things can happen on a dime. But there is a pairing here with the twos. So if it is a situation regarding a relationship, just, try to keep the peace, my friends. There's no reason to, even if it's something is ending, like we're saying, going from Pisces to Aries, closing the 12th sign, Pisces, entering the first sign, Aries. Sometimes things are just ready to be said goodbye to. And that's kind of the cycles of life, just like the seasons, from winter to the spring, it's got to go, take its time and exit. Okay. And the 10 of coins, the 10 of resources, the happy family card. The tiger's eye teaches us to tolerate different points of view, making it possible for us to see unity. It strengthens our inner eye, increases powers of concentration, and makes us more flexible. In the process, we attract people and things which are important for our development. And the tarot interpretation, realization of plans, security, successful, wealth, family, safe, secure home, fulfilled relationships. Okay, so very nice. This tiger's eye. Okay, we might have to get some of that. Yes, right? I don't think, I know I have a little, is it a tumbler they call them, the little ones? I know I have a couple of those, but I think I've hidden them in certain places. Okay, let's see this fire opal now. This Ace of Wands, and we'll shut it down. But yes, my darlings, please, this March is all about releasing and joining this Emperor Aries first zodiac sign kind of energy, and don't give up on you, because a lot of things are coming, and a lot of people are waking up, and you're going to be some of the ones to help them because you're ahead of the game. Even some of your family members might start approaching you as well, like, you've been talking about this, or I see you have the cards, and I want to talk to you, so just be open-minded. Fire opal. Fire opal gives us positive energy, which includes such qualities as vitality, energy, and endurance, as well as wisdom and illumination. Okay, illumination is kind of like the key word here for this reading for the Virgo friends. The fire opal stimulates our humor and leads to the task in life. As a result, it gives us new impulses and lets us make use of fortunate circumstances. And the tarot interpretation, energy, new impulses, happiness, clear intentions, creativity, and self-realization. Okay, so there you go. Never fear, never fear, never be unclear about your thoughts. Don't think about it. If sometimes things don't come your way quickly, you have patience. Never think it's anything about bad luck. Okay, really, this abundance year of Jupiter and the Libra balancing is just beautiful. And here we have Venus herself comes through. How wonderful! I've been saying for this couple of months now, everything's been so lovey-dovey. Even, I like to, bring in the love factor, but this is like truly, truly, truly been, twin flame kind of thing. And just, even just, it's great. It's great. All right, my darlings, believe in yourselves, and don't give up on you. And for some of you, pay attention, because if you are working on you, you'll be amazed how the people start coming your way. The ones that God wants them to come. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be mated. Again, soul friends. Soul friends. You're going to have soul friends coming in. If they become your twin flame, powerful. But let's just call them soul friends. And that way you can open, keep your antennae up and be open to meeting new people, in a safe, public places in the respect. But you know what I mean. If it's genuine, there's no fears. But always just never do anything silly, my friends, okay? Do everything organically, genuine, and much love to all of you. And March is definitely, yeah, it's like jumping on the, train tracks of love. Okay. Ciao. Love you all. And be safe out there. Take care. Bye.